Wrong screen. Hello! How we doing? Good morning. Good afternoon, technically. Hello. What's up? Hi, Thomas. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. What's up? Ah! Hi, Alex. What's up? How you guys doing? How we doing? What time is? No, okay. I don't know why I asked what time it was. I know what time it is. We just started. I don't know. I need to sleep more. I've been binging Grey's Anatomy my own time, and like it's kind of, I don't know why it captured my attention so much, but I like it. It's very dramatic, sort of. There's a lot of drama, but like I don't know, something about like medical shows is very interesting to me. Still dying, but better. Hey, let's go. Ow! I just punched my mic. Ouch. Well, glad you're feeling better. Glad you're getting better. Being sick is never fun. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. We're having a good time. I'm a little sleepy, but that's kind of my fault because I stayed up to watch Grey's Anatomy. I need to fix that. But I'm doing good. How's everyone doing? We're playing the Stanley Parable. Fuck. Stanley. Whatever the second word is. Yeah, you need to finish it, then you can. That's true. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish it because there's 20 seasons. And like, because I blame TikTok for this, because I've been seeing clips of the show on TikTok and I'm like, oh my god, I need to know which episode this is. But like, I'm watching from start to end, and it's like, I wonder when I'm gonna get to like this clip I've seen, because like it's all like the crazy stuff that happens that they post on TikTok. I'm like, huh, okay. So I'm assuming they're later down the line. But we're playing the Stanley Parabola. Yeah, we'll go with that parabola. Yep. Parable. There we go. I forgot what the word was. I was like, what's the game called? Parable. Stanley Parable. Right? I'm assuming. I'm like, what's the fucking second word of this game? I've seen, this was a long time ago. Parable. Yeah, Parable. Stanley Parable. I've seen one or two videos about it when it was like really popular, and I haven't seen anything since. So I kind of know what's happening, not really. I know what the game's about. It's kind of what's the word? Weird. Thank you for the hug. Englishing is not braining today, but that's fine. Shall we get started? Shall we play the Stanley Parabola? Stanley Parabola? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Oh, mini-me still up here. I need to get me like a low poly like model when I play like high intensive games. I'm excited. Have you played the Stanley Parabola? This song? Is it Intergalactic? I forgot the second part. Yeah, Intergalactic Bound. You can thank Vico. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. I've seen videos about it. I've never played. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. We'll do it there. When she sang it live in London, she said from Japan something about, when she sang it live in London, she said from Japan something to London, and that was wild. I'm assuming everyone went crazy. Enter the current time. It's 11:42. That's crazy. Why? Why am I entering the time? Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. The one thing I do know about this game is it has an achievement for... Oh, what the fuck? the little screen over here. I know there's an achievement for not playing the game for a while. Like if you don't play the game, you get an achievement. Elevator music. I like how it changes on the mini screen. I don't know if you can see in the back. When I'm adjusting the, the slider, you can see it back on the other monitor in the back. That's cool. They did. They also, there's some meme about her either hating England or not acknowledging it. I can't remember which, so everyone posted it response to it. That's funny. That's kind of funny. Ew, VSync is off. Ew. Ew, VSync. Let's start the game. The end is never... The end is... Wait. Yeah, reading. What? I can't hear you over the slider. Whoa. Sensitivity is too high. This is good. What do I do? Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. What are the controls? Whoa, I feel like I'm gliding. Whee! Controls? They're simplified controls. What, huh? What, huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Intro is E, so no jumping? Why did it turn jumping off? Oh, there's more controls. You know? Oh, we'll leave him. Hello? Oh. I closed the door.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hello there.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
There's an
Click
achievement?
a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
There's an achievement?
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little
with
effort.
a rhythm from New York to Japan, you change it to London one way.
Now,
oh, that's
suppose
cool.
you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Do I click the door 20 times? Should I listen to him?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing
Are you gonna
true
make
effort for a
me
noble
work for?
cause.
You said this is an achievement.
Perhaps
Are you gonna
50
make?
clicks
He's gonna
will
make me
do it.
work for
Yes,
the achievement.
almost certainly.
Coolest thing was making a
50
light stick
clicks.
train. If all, the coolest thing was we made like a light stick train. If the multi. Hey, that's cool. What did he say? I love when that happens. I wasn't listening. Baggy, hello. Whoa.
Vaggy
Thank you for the follow.
_
Welcome to the
Morningstar
Pride
has entered the
Ring.
Pride Ring.
Hey, what's up? I like the name. What did he say to me? I don't know what he said. Hello. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Keep pressing that door? Am I supposed to? But he said something.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to
Oh.
have meant something. It has to be
Damn it.
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go
My finger's
all
gonna
the
hurt by the
way,
end
no
of this, I
matter
can
what the
tell.
cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Oh, he's gonna make me walk around, isn't he? Oink. Oink, 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 oink. 417. 417 and 417. We're doing this now. I didn't mean to do this.
Oh, great.
Instead of playing
now,
the actual
go
game.
click a few times on door 437.
4, 3. Oh, you're gonna make me walk around. 437. 443.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Are we
now,
now?
door 415. Let's give it 10
Shame.
clicks or so.
415.
Shame.
Why am I being shamed? What did I do
Shame.
this time? What number did he say? 415? 415?
Now, back to door number 437.
I hate you. Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna lose my mind. And we just started.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
NANI?!
Right. Where's the copy machine? I don't work in an office. This one?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
We just started. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
You what? How do I climb? Oh. I can't. I'm trying.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
What if I say no? Absolute cinema. I see why people like this game.
We've almost got it!
Jesus.
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
You're enjoying this, right? My suffering? You like that I'm suffering?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2,
Pikachu.
3,
Pikachu.
4. Yeah, 4. Ooh, what's over there? I want to go in there. Fine. Okay, so now I'll click it. I'll click it.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow.
Awarded
That
for
felt
getting
amazing.
any of your other
you
teams at
really
your
earned it,
first.
Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far
My
we've
reckon
come
too.
together. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
He was so
Really
excited.
now,
Ow, I'm being.
what
Why am
were
I
you
being bonked?
thinking?
There's spilled coffee. I did that on accident just because I want to click things.
When Stanley
Oh, I
came
make
to a
typing
set of
noises.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Can't jump. Oh, I wasn't listening. We're going over here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure. Ah, Jesus. I'll listen to you the first time around. Whoa. I want to go over there. 4B9. 4B9. They turn jumping up. I can't jump. I'm just going to keep pressing the button.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It
This
had
looks
really
like a
been
room
worth
I've
the
been in.
detour after all.
I think
just
this is
to
like
spend
someone.
a few moments
Oh, no,
here
I
in this
know.
immaculate,
Someone made the
beautifully
Stanley
constructed room.
parable.
Stanley simply stood
I'm
here,
gonna keep saying the wrong
drinking it
name.
all in.
What did he say? I wasn't listening again. I decided to ramble. I never listened to him. Oh, but we'll listen to the first time.
Really, really worth it being here
Someone
in
made
the
a
room.
Stanley
A room so
parable
utterly
in VR chat.
captivating that
Ah,
even
that's why this
though
room
all
looks
your
familiar.
co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit
They only
looking
made
at
this,
these
though.
chairs and some
It was
paintings.
just this little break room.
Really worth it.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
On my left. But the door's opened. I'll listen to you for
And
the
so
first
he
time.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
It's so tempting to just not listen. What if I go this way? What if I go this way? Where does this lead? Oh. Damn it. I'm never escaping. I get too easily distracted. We are here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Weekly
up to his
Target
boss's office, hoping he might find an
something.
answer there.
Marketing Mondays. I hate Mondays. 451's private time. Group 40 something. Whoa. 8 bird. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Or repeat Franz. Cabal group planning. I couldn't tell. Shh, don't tell them my secrets. Push for funding for R plus D of new coffee machine. Standard dice scrap. There's clicking. Oh, the slides are changing. Is it every time I look away? Oh no, it's just doing it. Why are you doing that? What kind of wait, what does that say? Oh, it's TPS report. I don't know what any of this means. On your boss appreciate solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you are the kind of person who initiates conflict. Oh. I didn't get to finish reading. Let me read. I want to know how to... Oh. Clicking also moves me. I want to know how to solve conflict. Oh, I didn't know I could just move around with my mouse.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
downstairs.
office.
What kind of demon are you harboring under here? Can I crouch? Oh, I can crouch. We'll just listen. We'll listen to him for the first time, and then we'll fuck around. Cause I know most of the story is just me not listening to him. Hello. Executive oh. I didn't think I could open the door. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Can I sit on the toilet? Can I flush the toilet? I'm in the executive bathroom. Am I allowed to be here? No, damn it. Okay. This is a pretty nice bathroom. It's a very big bathroom. Hello, I would like to see Boss Man. Is he in? Is he ready? Oh, I can go in now? Okay, thank you.
Stepping into his manager's
Whoa,
office,
hi, monkey boy.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
There's a
unraveled,
piano.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible
Are you
truth
done?
that his boss had been keeping from him.
Can I-
so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
Can I
number.
rechat?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Can I speak now? Thank you. Semi-dwarf rice varieties are a group of rice cultivators that are shorter in stature compared to
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Let me read the rice fact. Shut up. Where was I? Stature compared to traditional tall...
2845.
Shh. Stop. Compared to traditional tall rice plants. These varieties were developed during the Green Revolution in the 1960s, primarily to increase yields and improve resistance to
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I'm trying to retake. Shut the fuck up. One of the most notable semi-dwarf varieties in IR8 releasing by International Rice Research Institution, IRRI, in 1966. Okay, now I'm done. I didn't get to explore. Fuck you. There's a piano. What if I type in the code anyways? 2845? 45. Ta-da! I opened the door! Yippee! You didn't have to do it for me. Good job, thank you. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, wait, what? What is this? Oh. Dark hallway. Okay. Ominous red button. Ominous red button. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Am I dying?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to
Oh no, we
question
have
the
feelings.
nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh no, we have feelings. Can I go back up? Oh.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Me too. I can't wait to find out too. Oh boy, we're back. Wow. Shit. Do it again? I can't.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Is it?
It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Are you sure
it's
it's
that
the same?
keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
You sound very
I'm
condescending. and I don't like
to
it.
the edge of my seat.
I punched in the code again. Also, 888. What does that do? Nope, it's wrong. Okay. We'll come back later, I guess. Elevator time.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
What if I just like riding the elevator? Again? Too late. We'll come back.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No! I hate spooky corridors.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is
Oh my
killing
god, I
me.
wonder what we're gonna see! Oh my god, where the fuck are we? Whoa, new area! Oh my god!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. Did you actually put me on hold? Hey, are we gonna sit, or are we actually gonna sit here for a minute?
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh.
I'm prepared to embrace
Is
this
that a minute?
stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more
No,
time
no, no, no!
to
Don't put me on hold
process.
again. I'm gonna lose it. I'll play the game, just don't put me on hold.
All right.
Are you
I
done?
have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
What if I do it again? What if I do it again?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
I'm gonna drive him
I had
insane.
no frame of reference to even anticipate.
Can I do that? Can I drive him to
That's
insanity?
just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Loading, 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 loading. Oh boy, a spooky hallway. No, thank you. I wonder where we're going. In many ways. Oh, fuck yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a minute.
No, no.
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Oh my
But the
god, you're so
suspense,
right. I wonder what's at the
agony
top of
of
this
waiting,
elevator.
Anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
That's so true.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride
Oh,
nice
no.
and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more
This is so
exciting?
exciting.
You know,
I
Stanley,
love slow
it seems
elevator
like
rides.
nowadays the only thing that audiences
I wonder what's
want
at the top
is to
of
be
this
shocked
elevator.
as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation
I
for
love
the story,
tension.
the
I'm
characters? Why
so
aren't we
excited to
given
see what's at
time
the
to
top of this
imagine the
elevator.
surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal.
Are we almost there?
Is
Are we there yet?
storytelling,
Are we there?
Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most
Whoa, what's
exciting
that? I see
narrative to
doors.
be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Why,
You're the
thank
one who
you.
took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see,
You are
I
right.
want
It is
stories
unique
that
and different.
surprise me, Stanley. I
I
want to have
love
to think.
surprises.
I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being
That's
fed
what
such
I'm talking about. I don't
unimaginative
wanna be
drivel
pandered.
all the time, and we all know it. Which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and
So
alive.
sad I can't eat things.
That's
Oh,
why
I didn't
people
turn it
like
back
you
on.
so much, Stanley.
Hold on, hold
because
on,
you're
hold
not
on, hold on.
afraid to
I
spit in
forgot.
the face of
I
tradition.
forgot.
You're a role model, you know. People look up to you.
How do I turn
Which
these
is
back
why,
on?
though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference
turned it off
for
for
you,
Monster Hunter
so that
just
you can
'cause
talk about your work
I couldn't
and
have
your
many things open.
storytelling
I didn't
and
want
your
people
life.
spending their points.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have
There you
on
go.
them. This is the
I think if
kind
you-
of gesture that might
This
leave a
should pop up
tremendous
now.
impact
Yeah.
on them for the better. Oh,
What
good,
the
we're
fuck?
here.
No, I want the office.
Okay, the room where we're holding the
No.
press conference should
No.
be just around the corner here somewhere.
No! There you go. I don't wanna. Let me back in the elevator. All eyes on Stanley live on stage. Oh boy. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Oh boy. The guy who went to Mars. What did I do? I wanted to drive him insane. An evening with World Peace Baby. Oh my god, World Peace Baby.
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
Was that the Minecraft door sound? And Q&A with World's Finest Sentient Machine. What if I don't want to? Stage door. The Stanley Parable Stanley tonight, live on stage. What does that say? The man that processed the myth, legend, the parable. Stanley from Stanley Parable tonight, live on stage. What if I just leave? Can I go back? Oh, the elevator isn't opened. No, let me out. I don't want to be here. I have performance anxiety. I can't perform live on stage. I'm gonna freak out and fall over. Oh boy.
Right.
stage.
Are you
Welcome,
ready?
Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
Almonds, cherry gum table,
I'm
nut butter.
really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Featuring keynote speaker, the Lord plus meet and greet. I get to meet God. Doing great. The conversation with Alexander the Great. What the fuck? Stanley, me, Dad, H stage, H6. Jesus Christ. I don't like how the wallpaper is watching me. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You were too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ. Your boss. No one tells stories the way you do. Get up, Tiger. I love the way you ride elevators. My true love for you, Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending? Apartment ending? The dude who came up with pizza. Damn. I would like to meet the dude who came up with pizza. Okay. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Down, then up. Miss. Hi, Miss. Hello. Hi, Muzzy. How you doing? My heart was beating out of my chest. Is that how that's how social anxiety feels? A mistake. Hi, Ark.
All of his
Hello.
co-workers were gone.
How you
What
doing?
could it mean?
Hope you're both having a
Stanley
good day.
decided
Welcome
to go
in,
to the
guys.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
We're
a
being
memo.
defiant. Not quite in time. Oh, Pepet. Fine, I'll listen to him. To be fair, I kind of just want to fuck around, but we'll listen to him for the
When
first
Stanley
time.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. It's this one. I had to check which was my left. Boo! Ah! You scared me. How dare you? Oh,
Yet
my
there
heart.
was not a single person here
Tips
either.
for not getting fired.
Feeling a wave
Talk
of
less.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Okay.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
God damn it! Tori! Talk. I'm trying not to get fired. Broom. Hey Siri. Set a timer for 10 minutes.你做乜咁樣啊？你做咩要咁樣啊？
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around
有
and
嘢喺
got
度
back
喎
on track.
有好多嘢喺度喎。OK，我會走啊。No，冇。
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
good
walked
one.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello，你好嘛？你好嘛？
Stepping into his manager's office,
哋喺度。
Stanley was once again
哇，好
stunned to
大，
discover
好大，
not an indication of any human life. What could it
咩係
mean?
rumor？
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
咩
What
啊？
could its
咁你
purpose
個號碼
be?
係咩啊？
In fact,
咪呢度啊？
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
Hoi.
just let the narrator
俾我入去。
talk. That
我想
kind of
入去。
anxiety isn't healthy. so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Really? 我要坐喺呢度聽聽。
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Okay.
Stanley calmly walked forward
多
into the
謝
open
俾我入去，
passageway.
俾我入去。我唔記得點講啊。
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Cause 9日1死。即係海邊，我想聽聽佢講嘢喎。我哋跟住佢，我知道
The
佢
lights
係
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Ooh.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
呢好大喎，好個大個地方啊！
Now the
Whoa.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
我喺嗰度 ，look， 嗰個係我嗰間房㗎，係Hello， hi Juicy， 你好嘛？
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
冇咁想去喎，兩個人冇工做咯喎，1、2。 Okay, well, I guess.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hi, Tori. Tori
Here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
你想我唔記得點講啊？我入邊嗰度有上邊喎，有個嗰個地方，呢個咩嚟啊？唔開啊！佢哋閂咗啊！係。 去呢度啊！我唔係好中意佢啊！佢係唔識講。
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
佢講咩？我冇聽住佢啊！哇！熄咗啊！做咩啊？ 得未啊？我唔想講中文啊。
blackness, and a rising chill of
哇，黑
uncertainty.
喎。
Was it over?
會唔會死咗啊？係咪死咗啊？
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yay!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
側邊
What other
喎。
mysteries
哦
did this strange building hold?
嚇
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
側
No
邊。
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
好慢
do,
喎。
or
快
how
啲
to
快啲
feel.
快啲！我想出去啊！
Whatever life he lives,
俾我出
it
去。
will be his. And that was all he needed to
好
know.
靚喎！
It was perhaps
好靚嘅地
the
方啊！
only thing worth
我哋喺邊度
knowing.
啊？
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new
好
path
靚啊！呢
before
個地
him.
方好
This
靚
was
喎！
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
哦，我哋死咗啊！死咗啊！Oh no！ 哇！就完啦！Oh my god！ OK， 而家我哋唔聽住
All
佢
of his
講嘢。
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
唔想聽住佢講嘢，我哋跟住個地方。OK。我實好辛苦門，我唔開到嘅，係俾我開門。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No， 我哋去呢度。
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes,
哇！
this room.
想出去，
What a beautiful room.
令佢出
What a
去。
gorgeous. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No。哇！呢度係咩嚟啊？呢度做咩啊？
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
我有講喎，我唔識中文點講？我有個杯喎。喺呢度做咩啊？我會死哦！俾我死咗，我點俾錢啊？啊 ！Yippee! Time's over. If I jump, how will I pay the fine? What if I just?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley
Yippee.
leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I did great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I see why people like this game. This is fun. I like the millions of
When
dialogue he
Stanley
has.
came to a set of 2 open
think
doors,
Mr.
this was
Narrator,
not the
right?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Nah.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want
the
to
lounge
drink
was
cold
sublime,
drinks.
a work of art.
$1.25.
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its
I
grace,
hate it when-
its subtle charm. No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
My high school had 2 vending machines. There was like a soda and like it was like an ice cream one, like an ice cream sandwich one.
Yes.
And like for like
really,
the first
really worth it being here in the room.
like couple of years I was
but
there.
eager to
Or was
get
it middle
back to
school? It was one
business,
of the two.
Stanley took the first
It was
open
$1,
door
and then
he
they
left.
increased it to $1.25, and everyone was so mad. They had upped the price by
Stanley
25
was so
cents.
bad at following directions.
You are
it's
do not
incredible he
lie. If
wasn't
you are
fired
lying
years
right now,
ago.
stop. I am Grimmable. My name is Grimmy.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
Can I
else can be
jump onto
difficult,
this
but the
platform?
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
Oh, you
you've been
liar! Oh
neglecting,
no,
Stanley.
I didn't lie.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something.
Too bad.
Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you
too
something
bad.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me
Danger.
prove that I'm
Danger
on
everywhere.
your side.
Where?
Give me a chance.
Where? Where? Let me in. I want to go into these weird offices. Whoa, there's an office up there. I can't believe they took my jump away. No buckets. Pass this. I can have a bucket? I want a bucket. Do not stand on this side of the fence. What you gonna do about it? I'm standing on this side of the fence. Fight me. I want to fight the narrator.
Now listen
fight.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
This is a hard decision because I like both of these colors. Which do I go? Left or right? You have to pay 5K now? Oh, well, too bad. They have to catch me first. Do I go left or right? I will go just a time. Hi, Paro. Hi, Pedio. Hello. How you doing? Which hallway looks less suspicious? This one gave me chills. Three straight. Hey, let's go. Go back. Go back. I can go back. Red. But the red gave me chills. I can't go back. He's locked me in here. What am I, an animal? He's trapped me in here. Red is giving me chills. I don't know what it is. Red's giving me chills. I got goosebumps. We're going through blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
He took my stairs away. Fine, we'll go red. No. Oh, he left the door open. I really thought he was going to reset me. Fine.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Oh, too late.
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
Too bad.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to
am
get
I-
somewhere that isn't here. Running
You
and
put
running
me in
and
a
running,
room.
just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
me
that it's
out.
killing us, Stanley?
I'm gonna kill
I
you.
wanted to stop. We would both be
Let's
so
go the
much
other way.
happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Are you gonna
Here,
just freeze
Let
time?
me show you.
No, fuck your door. I like walking in circles. No, fuck you. Nah, I'm good. I like walking left all the time. You know what? Let's go right this time. Let's go keep walking right. Oh my god, a right turn. Oh my god, another right turn. A left turn. Ew. A right turn. Oh my god. Another right turn. I'm getting tired of walking right. Let's go left now. Oh my god, a left turn. Another left. I love left turns. This feels like NASCAR. Meow. Meow. Oh my god, it's a left turn. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, I thought it was. Oh. I honestly thought I was gonna die.
What do we want? What are we
to die.
looking for?
Death. I'm looking for death. Which I don't think I'm going to get. Damn it. Damn it. I want to make your life a living hell. I want to annoy the narrator.
Here. Yes.
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
stars!
it's beautiful, isn't it? If we
Can I
just
jump?
stay right here, right in this moment with this place.
Imagine the voices getting
Stanley,
to
I feel,
Imagine the voices around really getting to her.
I actually feel happy.
I'm dying, aren't I? It's the souls of the damned. You're right, it is. Oh my god! Also, can we go back to the Thedum? I don't really like the she, her pronouns anymore. Whoa, colors. Those are your coworkers? Oh shit. Hi guys! Sorry you died. Mystic, I think you're tripping. No, we're good. No, I did say at the start that I used they them, but I didn't mind, but now I mind. I'm tripping? Jesus, how much acid did I take? Are there supposed to be colors in the stars? How do I leave? Am I supposed to leave? Oh, I can leave.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What? Oh, fine. We'll stand here.
Where were we?
Okay, no, you're peaceful. I'd rather not. Nope. No peace for you. No peace for you.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself,
You haven't started
if
any
you die,
game.
the
It's
game
been
will
black. It's been the whole
reset.
time.
We'll
Huh?
lose all
Shit.
of this.
Hey guys, we're playing Stanley Parable. We're playing the Stanley Parable. This is just Mystic talking to themselves. Hello, hi chat, what's up? How you doing? Are you excited? I'm excited to play the Stanley Parabola. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. We have a staircase. Oh my god, is this how the game starts? At a staircase? Whoa.
Please,
I
no,
love
Stanley, let me
staircases.
stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Ow, holy fuck. Jesus. You guys scare me sometimes with the amount of points you guys have. I have thought about it. Eat. Reserved. No. We're not going to the other room.
I'm asking you not to take this away.
I am taking this away from you. You're only living because I'm alive.
Both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because I want to. Fuck you. I really didn't kill me. No. I will not listen to you. Yes. Holy fuck.
Am I reading the situation
Okay, I was like, it's
correctly?
gotta be done by now. Holy, oh my god. Goodbye, world. Shit,
Maybe
I'm
you're
alive.
just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that
So
was
like
too
I've
much to
died. I
ask.
forgot how long that
It
was.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well,
Oh,
this one
he
is
sounds so
yours.
sad. Oh, he sounds so sad. We were powerful. You guys scare me. I'm afraid of how many points you guys have. And it's terrifying. Back we go. I've got to die this time, right? Please. Goodbye, world.
Is it over?
Ah, there we go. Fear us? I
It's
do.
going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
You are. We're gonna do this over and over and over again. I'm gonna drive you to the point of insanity. Anyways. Oh my god. We're in an office.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Yeah, let's go to
He
the
never
meeting.
functioned
Let's
well
go talk
by
to our
himself
co-workers.
and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
This dialogue is
When
different.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That dialogue was different.
Yet there was not a single person
Except
here
for not
either.
getting fired.
Feeling
Talk
a wave
less.
of disbelief,
Broom
Stanley
closet!
decided to go up. Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Broom
Not again! I won't
closet!
be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
Look,
I'm
there's a
just
broom
going
in
to
the
be
broom
patient and
closet.
wait
I
for
love
you
the
to
broom
finish
closet.
whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I'm sleeping in here. This is my life now. The broom closet. Is my playlist on shuffle? It is not. It says playing in order. I just realized because I played two of the songs back to back. Or his songs. I love the broom closet. Look at this broom. Look how nice this broom is. We love the broom closet. We love the broom closet. Are you done?
Coming to a staircase,
No,
Stanley
fuck.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. I don't want to go see my boss. We're not gonna go see our boss. There's our
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it.
We're
He
leaving.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting
I
he
can
had
climb the
left his
car.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Can
And
I
in
get
such a
stuck in here?
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
I
believed
thought I was gonna get myself
everyone
stuck.
had
No,
vanished.
damn it.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred
Crazy.
to Stanley.
I was crazy
Maybe,
once.
he
They
thought
locked
to
me in a
himself,
room.
maybe
A rubber
I
room.
am
A rubber
crazy.
room with rats.
All of my
Rats made me
co-workers
crazy.
blinking
Crazy.
mysteriously out
I
of
was crazy
existence
once.
in a
They
single
locked me in a
moment
room.
for no
A rubber
reason at
room.
all.
A rubber
None
room
of
with
it
rats.
made any logical
That's made me
sense.
crazy.
And as
Crazy.
Stanley pondered this,
I was
he
crazy.
began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, you're right. Where
Why
are my
did
feet?
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Am I insane?
And for that
Is
matter,
this all in my
these
head?
rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too
I
strange.
haven't
This can't
moved.
be real.
Why did you say that?
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
He stuck
just
me in a
hadn't
time
found the
loop.
words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
He stuck
This
me.
is
Are you
all a
okay, Mystic?
dream. Oh, what a relief.
Would you
Stanley
believe me if I
felt
said yes?
to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Would
His
you believe me
co-workers
if I said
weren't
if
actually
okay?
gone.
Do you need
He
the
wasn't
Snickers?
going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Would you believe me if I said
He thought to
no?
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Thank you for the
I'll have to
hydrate
go
and the
back
stretch.
to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Well, I don't want to float.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field.
I don't wanna
And it too
float.
appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still
No?
not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
I'm okay. I know I don't need the
Is there a
Snickers.
voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
Damn, I can't go
strange.
backwards.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
I don't like you.
And
Go
while
away.
he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
When
Stanley
life gives you
simply
lemons, you
deceiving
sell
himself,
the lemon and use
believing
the
that
money
if
to buy a
he's
chicken
asleep, he
sandwich
doesn't
with
have
extra
to take
mayo, no lettuce, no
responsibility
pickles, no
for
chicken
himself?
patty, no buns, and extra
Stanley
mayo.
is as
So just
awake
mayo.
right now as
Sounds
he's
like a
ever
good
been
sandwich,
in his
dude.
life.
I
Now,
love just
hearing
eating
the voice
mayo.
Speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I think you would. I think you would
After
speak
all,
to
he knew for
VU
certain,
at a
beyond
heart
doubt,
level
that
because she
this
also
was
likes
in
mayo.
fact a dream.
On her
Did the voice not
sandwiches.
see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
driving himself
surely,
insane.
if he could just,
I'm the sane one.
he would prove it. He
Look,
would
the voice is
prove
going
that he
crazy.
was in
I'm the
control,
sane one here.
That this was a dream.
He's going insane. He's
So
the one
he
losing his.
closed his
Where
eyes
am I?
gently, and he invited himself
Ah,
to wake
fuck
up.
me. No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh
Mayo
air
snacks? I
of
love
the
sandwich
world
lotion.
outside the sun. Let me
Ew.
wake up.
That's a
he
weird
thought to
describe it. That's
himself.
funny.
I'm
Sandwich
through
lotion.
with this
Ugh.
dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
But what if I don't
Please.
want to go back to my
It's
job?
all I
What if
want.
I don't want to push buttons?
I want my apartment and my wife and my
Vu's
job.
here. My wife Vu's
All I
here.
want is
And
my
Rain.
life exactly the way it's always
Oh my god,
been.
my wives are here.
My
Guys, my
life
wives
is
are here.
normal. I am normal.
Everything's great. I'm with my
Everything
wives.
will be fine. I am okay.
I am okay. I'm not back. My wives.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
I miss my
am
wife. I
real.
miss my wife.
Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real. I must be.
Am I gonna explode?
Hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh? We're a woman now?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
Shit,
day,
guys, we
her
died.
walk was interrupted
Oh,
by the
fuck.
body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming
I
to
miss my
himself,
wife.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And
My
although she
wife.
would soon turn to go
Anyways,
call
I look
for an
like, yeah,
ambulance,
no problem.
for just
Thank you for
a few
joining. Thank
brief
you for
moments,
lurking.
she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Are you my wife?
Everyone knows
Probably
what
not.
crazy
You
people
said
look like.
you said you were.
And
I
in
was
that
just
moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Okay.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting
I feel
to
slightly
think
insulted.
this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
You're not gonna call
And
911?
then she turned and ran.
A man just collapsed in front of you, and you're just gonna walk away? What if he's dead? You're not gonna save him? Shit, we're back here. My wife.
A soft
miss
wind
my
blew
wife.
outside and perhaps rain started, and if
What?
it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
No, I like the white void. I like the white void. And the white void likes me. It likes
When
giving
Stanley
me
came
hugs.
to a set of 2 open doors, he
Can't
entered
save
the
him, he's
door on
dead.
his left.
I mean, you could harvest his organs. Anyways, I love hallways. Where's the broom closet? Back to the broom closet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
No, you closed off
Stanley
my broom
decided
closet.
to go up to his boss's office,
What?
hoping
What?
he might find an answer there.
Huh? My broom closet. How dare you? My broom closet. Fuck you. We're gonna go cry. One form of saying anything but I guess.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, I'm going in.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
what
look,
the
it's a
fuck?
new passageway. Kill surprise.
No, fuck you. We're not doing that now. I'm leaving. Fuck, he closed the doors. Damn it. For later? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Oh my god, we're here. I just found that weird.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Nah.
Mind Control Facility.
Nah.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent
Would
death.
I? Would I? I'm gonna tempt
The
fate.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Turn around, cool. I'm turned
At
around.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
We got organs for dinner? We do have organs for dinner. Yippee! Splat. The end is never the end, the end is never the end, the end. Oh my god!
As the machine whirred
put
into
me in a
motion
bucket.
and Stanley was
A
inched
container. I've been
closer and
contained.
closer to his demise, he reflected
Liver and
that his
onions,
life
anyone?
had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Hello? I
Stanley
need your
can't
help.
see the
Welcome
bigger
in.
picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped
story?
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I'm just here to drive you insane.
Perhaps his death was of
I'm here
no
to make you
great
question your
loss,
choices
like
of
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
being the narrator
So
for
he
me.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No.
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
a
Stanley was
woman.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Free
In
me!
a single visceral instant,
Free me.
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone
I'm
in his
good.
body.
It's good, and
killing
I'm good.
him
I'm glad.
instantly.
Glad you're doing well. Sure. Oh, I'm free.
And yet it would be just
Stanley
a few
Parabola.
minutes before Stanley would
We
restart
love women.
the game
We do love women.
back in his
I have two
office
wives.
as
We love
alive as
women.
ever. What exactly
Actually, I
did the
think I have more than
narrator
two
think he
wives.
was going to accomplish?
I'm married to V. Ooh.
When every path you can walk has
I'm
been
married to
created for you
VU,
long in
married to
advance,
Rain,
death
married to
becomes
campus.
meaningless, making life
I think
the
that's it.
same. Do you see now? Do you see that
I
Stanley
think that's it,
was
though.
already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game, the path from Stanley's office to 2 doors, the blah blah section. Yep. Women. Oh, women. We love women. Pacing of the open section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. We're in a museum. Are we living our lives? The 2 doors. Instead of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parabola's design. Parable, not parabola. Parable. Fuck. Stanley Parable. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Computer. The office. Oh my god, it's door number 1. It's the OG doors. Oh my god, I got to see the OG doors. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and a synthesized tone. I love buttons. I love clicking things. Credits. Oh, it's like actual credits. Holy shit. Wait, this is so cool. I only had to die to get to the credits. Whoa, the office. Maintenance room. Early version of the maintenance room. Oh, that's cool. This is actually really cool. Whoa. Warzone, huh? What the fuck? In early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting the build that it was too far jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, alien base. This is cool. What the fuck? The history. From Ohio Tampo, subject's question: are you a rock? Narrating was after the second trailer. We sent out people asking to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Oh wait, these are actual questions? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? The most important question, what is Stanley's last name? Parabola. Sorry. My bad. Be the first to apply and claim. Oh. People just sent spam messages to the email. That's cool. An early version of the lounge. This is so sick. I know this is like a remake of the game, kind of. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Why did the timer restart? Can I pick up the phone? I don't think I can. Is it just going to reset itself? Oh, it is. Okay. I was like, huh? There's a chair in here! There's a chair in here! Meeting room. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. Are these like choices? There's a vent? I can get into the maintenance room? I'm not gonna read all this. There's too much reading. That looks like a puzzle room. What is this? There's a button. Can I click the button? Screenshot depicted an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending model. Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending. Finished shortly. The game is now paused. Oh hey! We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized that this was what was supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Begin the game again. Countdown disc. No, do the countdown again. This place is huge. Countdown! No! This place is huge. Have I been here already? Is this the other way? It is the other. I've wandered all the way around. This is cool.
Stanley pushed the orange lever.
Kevin Brighting, the voice of narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early
Now
takes
look closely, Stanley.
that were not
See
used
how
in
it's
the final
impossible
game.
for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you,
There's
you'll
multiple
probably
ways.
spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to push the number 6.
Stanley pushed the number 6.
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the
This is
power
cool.
source
What the
at
fuck?
the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley jumped in the river. Stanley pushed.
I could have jumped in a river. Stanley jumped. They've robbed us. They've robbed us of a river. Unless there is a river, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Office clock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Office river. Wait, what? Yeah, sure, office river.
Oh, look at these two. How
I was
they
like, wait, who
wish
just
to
fucking laughed?
destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they
I'm just here
both
to drive
wish
them
to be
insane.
free.
Turn it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need
No, I
one
can't
another?
see.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be
It's
seen.
pitch black in here. How am I supposed to see?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Wait, what's
Stop
the menu?
now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
Sure, we'll listen to the woman. Quit to menu. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
This is the story.
Oh, I can skip?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Does that mean I saved
Stanley
myself?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I had just died? What if I did new content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
I love new content. Whoa. New content. Fuck yeah.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Was it that long ago? Holy
After
fuck.
receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
More content. Yippee.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yippee.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
But we love
I'm sure it's
elevators.
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
We love elevators, right? Remember? We had that adventure. Am I supposed to be doing something?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yippee! New content. We love new content. I like the floor.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh,
Hey.
okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
You got it, boss. Jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I get to jump. They give me my jumps back. Yippee! Jumps. Thank you for lurking. You stink. Oh, thanks. How? Jump circle. Yippee! I'm gonna save one. We saved one.
Is that it?
What do you mean is that
Surely
it?
that's not all the new content. There has to
No,
be something else, right?
What? What do you mean that's it? I like the jump circle. Why are you complaining? Leave me my jump circle alone.
Goodness. Another elevator.
We like
Stanley,
elevators.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No, you shut
it's
up.
just elevators and jumping.
We like
Is
elevators.
this what passes for exciting
Remember
new
that
content?
adventure we had in
If
the
this is
boss's
new
office?
content,
We
then I
like
could just read you the
elevators.
whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
I don't like
Let's
that he's
see it.
complaining.
I'm
Stop
ready
complaining.
for whatever it is.
What if this bridge collapsed? We would fall and die Thank you for joining the new content.
That's
Yippee!
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You
Oh,
see,
shush.
Stanley?
I like the
this
jump
is
circle.
what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap
I like the
expansion to
jump
market
circle.
for no reason
I feel
other
insulted.
than to make an
Why do you
easy
not like the
dollar.
jump circle?
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills.
No.
No gimmicks.
I like the
Just
new
you and
content.
me
We got the jump.
having a great time
I
together,
like
like
jumping.
always. What do you say?
We got a
friend?
jump circle, and we got to jump 29 times. Ow. He just reloaded my game for me. Oh. This is different. What the fuck?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Maybe. Otis or Vice is corrupt or Cobia Elevators. What's your brand? Elevators have brands? I didn't know that. You wanna fuck this? There's a vent. Vent time. Coffee nut. Coffee is a bean. Oh. Cone? I didn't know elevators had brands.
Okay, you remember how
We
cheap
just like
and
elevators.
unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Are we going way
so
back?
I made something special
Whoa.
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Whoa.
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I
the
can
fuck?
relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Your life.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was
Stanley
sullied with a cheap
Parable,
re-release?
Audience Award.
Remember
Hey.
back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
What is this crossing
Back
out?
then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the
Can't read it.
waste.
Clock is wrong. Oh. Stanley Parable. Oh, it's on Firefox. Buy on Jesus. This is old. Smile because it happened. Oh my god, $1 bill! They gave us money. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh, is that the achievement? It's impossible to get this achievement. Whoa, this is cool. Piano. Whoa.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph
I
of
like this
games
room.
journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any
I
form
like
of
this
art,
room.
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to
This
be
would be a
every
cool place
game
for a
ever
spa.
created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
I wasn't listening to him. I know this
It
is a
was
major part of this
literally
game is listening to
every
him, but I
game
wasn't
ever
listening.
created.
What?
It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
But we like elevator content, Mr. Narrator. Don't you remember the trip we had? We went down and then back up to the boss's office and then back down again and then back up to the boss's office again and then down again and then back up to the office again? That was fun. We enjoyed it, didn't you? Oh, I can't open the maintenance zone. Why give me the option to go down there if I can't go in? Why tease me like that? I want to go in. Let me go downstairs. Don't give me a
Here's
downstairs
another
option
moving
that I can't go
passage,
downstairs.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley
He's so whiny,
Parable
kill him,
is
right?
both a richly
Stop complaining.
stimulating commentary on the nature
We
of
like
choice
elevators.
in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising,
Oh,
and
red
rewarding
and
choices
blue
I've
door.
ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game
buttons
was
on the walls.
perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
You
to
leave
spend
the
the
jump
rest
circle
of time
alone.
collecting
You leave
dust
the new
in the
content jump
hallowed
circle
hall
alone.
of
We like the
beloved
jump
video
circle.
game
Excuse you,
memories.
sir. No. We like the jump circle. You take that back. We like the jump circle. You're ungrateful. He's being ungrateful. What am I supposed to do here? Me. We don't like new content. No, shush. We like the jump circle. How am I supposed to get in here? Let me in. You can't open the door and not let me in. Am I trapped here?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, he opened this door.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a
Steam
collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down
Steam
here.
reviews.
Surely
That's
these
so
reviews
funny.
were glowing as well, weren't they?
I'm sure they were. Oh, I got smacked by the door.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
That's funny.
I'm not trying
Oh,
to
he's
be
mad.
funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of
someone
art.
got his feelings
I suppose I
hurt.
could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This man yaps too much. Just let me do what I want. I like yapping.
Okay,
I
let's
do
see
like
what
to
this
see you
one
yap
says.
for me.
While the idea for the game is good,
This is funny. I'm pretty sure these are actual.
games.
Whoa.
This preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You kind of are.
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
goodness.
preachy.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh,
You're a
dear.
little bit yappy,
What
but
an
honestly, I
awful
don't mind too
memory
much.
to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the
someone
Stanley
got to
Parable.
him.
That's my motto today, and it's always been
Good
my
boy.
motto. I'd do anything for the customers.
It got to him.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
That's stable.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling
wonder how long
on
he's
and
gonna
on and on.
keep
No.
talking.
The Stanley Parable
How
is
long
a
do you keep
game for the
yapping for?
people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
But
and
you are
it goes something like
monologuing.
this.
the story and the choices, or what have you, and
Change his
therefore
voice.
by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards.
You know, this
the
is
deduction
the kind of
therefore
yap I
becomes
wish I
impossible
aspired
to
to
manufacture.
be.
It went on for nearly 10,000
Just
years
a yap.
until just yesterday.
I
Here
want to
and
be
there,
like him.
forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
We could just
It
yap.
can't be. It's the
He's good at
only
yapping.
thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and
Oh,
the
he's
choices,
just repeating
or what
himself.
have you, and therefore by
are
becoming it
you?
is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Are you
blah,
just
blah,
repeating
blah, blah,
yourself?
blah, blah. We've eaten too much and it
You
can't
are
be
just
just yet.
repeating
No,
yourself.
no, until two.
Okay. Hi.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you
Is he-
very briefly.
am I
and you
supposed to
can
click the
tell me
button
what you
over and
think.
over again?
Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't...
Boink.
Okay,
What if I
welcome
just
back,
press the
Stanley.
button
Now,
over
I
and
should
over?
say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh, it
that
is.
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Oh shit,
Where
the door.
did the door go? Wasn't there a door
I was
that
just
led
about to
into
click the
this
button
room?
again and be like, I don't want to
do
listen to you
feel
talk.
quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
The roof.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
No.
A sufficiently
No.
large crack in the wall? I'll
No.
take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other
You tell
than the
me
skip
not to do
button.
something and I do the something.
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again.
been
It's
12
been
hours.
12 hours. You've just been frozen there.
That's
I
funny.
don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely...
Button.
Oh, Stanley.
I've been
you're
given a
back.
button to push.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
That's
with
kinda
a single
sad.
person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about
Uh-oh.
you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have
Oh,
you ever
how long
sat
has it
down
been?
in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
Why
me
don't you go do
describe it
something?
for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt
Go
nothing
and-
at all
go
but
have fun.
regret
Go
for
explore.
the
I
longest
don't know,
time,
please.
Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, What took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed.
How long have we skipped this time? Mr. Narrator? Uh-oh. Did we kill him? I think we killed him. The plant is dead. The clock's also stopped working. It's like 11:55. Okay. Come back! Oh, the clock's off the wall.
But they didn't understand
Oh,
the
you're back!
game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a
gone
pathetic
insane.
little thumbs-down review
I've gotten
and
what
make
I wanted.
all of their pitiful
He's gone
demands. But
insane.
then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain
Even
us. Now he
reading the
went,
comment
shut
section.
up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they
Yeah,
are
you
speaking
let that
into
out.
the world. As though there were no
You tell 'em.
consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by...
Oh, but he's gone again. Damn. We're stuck in here forever.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
He's
is
gone
never
insane.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
I get a cup
end,
of
is
milk and
never
Mystic
the
is still
end,
here.
is never the end, is never the
We
end, is
drove
never
him
the
insane.
end,
He's
is
gone
never the
insane.
end, is never the
So I
end,
think we've
is never
accomplished
the
what I wanted
end,
to
is
do.
never the end, is 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 never.
It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. And now I'm still stuck here. The end is never the end. Is never the end. And it is never the end. It's never the end. He's gone insane. Oh, it's breaking. How long have we been here? The end is never the end. It's 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 never the end. Let me out. Oh, sunlight. How I missed you. My eyes. I'm good. Let me out. Oh, plants have started growing. Whoa. Nom 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 nom. Ah, that's enough vitamin D for the day. No more sun. No thank you. Oh boy, what happened here? I wish there were stars. I don't think it's outside yet. That's not a fun sound. Yeah, we're leaving. I don't like that sound. Whoa, the outside. Oh, the button. Can I click it again? No. Oh my god, it's so bright out. What the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? I'm free! We're free! Goodbye, capsule! Freedom! Goodbye, capsule. Now we wander. Now we explore the vast desert and die of dehydration. Or the sun kills us, whichever comes first. Probably dehydration. Oh! The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Thank you for the hydrate! Yes, we're not dying of dehydration.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh
what
no!
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But wait, a bottle of water appeared out of nowhere. New content!
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting
I like barely read it. I just saw the blue light. It's like, ooh, shiny. This game really knows how to capture my attention. Ooh, shiny. Oh, we're back here. Yippee! Yippee! Elevator
You
time!
see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe
Wait, if I hold on.
version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it
Okay, I'm gonna make myself dizzy.
should live
What was that setting? Oh, it's controller. It's controller.
up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
Actually, I want to turn that off. I don't want to read it.
further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a
end is never
measly
the end, the
re-release
end
with a
is
few
never the
minor
end.
additions? Think
Again.
of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in
Put a
so
Mac
many
computer in
different
here.
directions. This is what fans have truly been
Processing
asking
two
for.
printers at the same time. Whoa.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra
Two
Deluxe,
Deluxe
don't you
Dres,
think?
dos.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley
Taste the
Parable
sequel.
2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams
Up
progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Whoa. New content. New content. Oh my god, we got a nicer desk. And a better sofa. Wow, look at this office. They're back. 2 doors. 2 doors. Oh, hey. Thanks for attending my meeting. Probable. Oh, that's cool. I like the second one. Look at that one. Stanley Parable 2 with the 2 doors. I like that one. 2 plants. 2 plants. 2? Is that supposed to be a question mark? Oh my god, there's 2 Stanleys at the same desk.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's
haven't?
take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
There's like
it.
one more door.
I
Oh wait,
figure
no it's not.
that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
One
that
more
surely
door.
the game will sort of naturally spring
2
up
ears,
around
2
them.
nostrils, 2
It'll
arms, 2
all work
legs.
itself out.
Who took the
Game
marker?
development
Me.
is much more of a fuzzy
red
magic
marker.
than anything scientific or logical, really.
Pitch design number 2 chat. This is cool. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman, Arkham, Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Sequels are good. That's cool. 2. The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Wait, the prequel to the Stanley Parable is the sequel to the Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yeah, it's Parable now. Parable, parable, blah, 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 blah. I can never say the second word correctly. A line, but I'm Stanley. I don't have to wait in line. Whoa, this is cool.
Here we are.
Bucket.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, we'll do the bucket last. We get a bucket. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most
big, too
obvious
small, just
answer
right.
is that they want to be individually recognized
bucket is the best
and
thing. I want a
validated as
bucket.
people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm slightly afraid. I think every ending can be done with a bucket or different endings, twice the endings. 2. Oh my god. It's the Stanley Parable 2. This better not say my actual name.
Jim.
Sorry,
Shit, I've
I
been
should have
doxxed.
clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever
Is it
name
about to be
that
dark
is.
skin? Fuck.
Here, let's have you
Oh no,
role
my
play
name
as
is Jim. Fuck.
to really simulate
I gotta
the full
hide.
experience
Sorry
of this
guys.
feature.
I
Just
gotta
play
end
along.
stream.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget
sorry, you had to
whoever
find out
you
this
are,
way.
and simply become
can't
a
believe it.
person named Jim. I want
found
you
out
to
my real
imagine
name is
yourself
Jim.
living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim,
I'm so
watching
sorry.
your dreams crumble
I'm so
into
sorry I
dust.
lied to you. My name is not
Do you
Mystic.
feel it
It's
deeply?
Jim.
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I like pressing the button that says my name.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too
No, I wanna
emotionally
press my
drained from
name
all
button
of this
again.
personal value.
Say my name
Whoa
again.
there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon
No!
you'll start to lose all
My
sense of
button!
who you actually are.
Name's Jim. Agent Jim. My button. They took my name away. Shit. Well, I guess I gotta introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing
I'm
this
Pride Rings'
feature.
number one idol and Soul Reaper who never lives 3rd Gen Exile. Welcome to the show. Hi, I'm Jim. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the...
Whoa.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
Setting World Champion Infinite Hole. Free achievement. Free achievement. Say less. The jump circle.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like
He's
to
having
hang
too
on
much
to
fun.
that
We
for
gotta
the
ruin the
sequel.
narrator's day. But the jump circle. I'm out of jumps. Give me more jumps, please. But the jump circle. Damn it. Achievement. Ta-da! Free achievement. Get your rank up. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more step. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that
Why is it
broken
an old
test
room?
achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Test achievement.
Yes. You see,
Unachievable.
you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the
I've been
achievement
lied
is
to.
still
How
fully
dare you.
broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee
You're not
it
the
will be
wizard.
fixed in the sequel to at
You're a
last
wizard,
satisfy
Harry.
the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me the achievement. Ass. You're a wizard, Jim. Oh, right, my name's Jim. Oops. I forgot. You're a wizard, Jim.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I want to explore all of it. That leads back there. Jump circle. This map. Free achievement. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Merge. Woo! Setting world champion. Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite. Where's the infinite hole? Jump circle. Exit. Where's the infinite hole? Collect them all. Collectible. Ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a
Now it's
real,
a real
video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move
So
the
many
hell on
hands.
with your unremarkable
What the fuck?
life.
Yippee! There are 6 of them? I can collect 6 of them? Hell yeah! Where's the next one? Infinite
God,
hole!
it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
But I didn't want a big fancy
Absolutely
reward.
Tragic.
Please, no screen.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well
Happy.
Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like this one. This one's vaguely threatening.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh,
Happy
what?
12th birthday, step-niece it is.
I hate it. I did not mean to click the other button. God
Or
damn it.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Oh, I realized. Why is that on? Ah, shit. Hold on. Oh, there. Okay, turned it off. God damn it. Merch. I want merch. Give me. I want a t-shirt. There's a QR code. Ah! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to
Major
the Pride Ring.
underscore Overlord 1990 has entered the Pride Ring.
Do I scan the QR code? I could scan the QR code. Where does this QR code take me? Is there an actual merch store? Oh shit, there's actually a website. Watch our helpful and informative video to learn about the Stanley Parable and direct YouTube link. Oh, it's an actual video. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. It's an actual website. Hold on. Look. That's new. If you're more of the prequel person, check out the Stanley Parable. Is it another website? It is another website. Oh my god. Wait, is this This is the original website. Oh my god. Stanley Parable 2. It's a 9-minute video. People at the Stanley have a good chops. They do. Breakfast is getting a sequel. It's called Lunch. Oh my god. Huh? We're not gonna watch this. We're not gonna watch this entire thing. I'll probably watch it later on my own, but damn! No video set. Oh shit. Oh well, we weren't gonna watch it anyways. It's a 9-minute video. We're not gonna stay for 9 minutes. There was another thing. There was another thing. We go do. Ooh, what's this? Oh, advertisement. Advertisement. Where's the bucket? Actually, hold on. There was a settings championship. Settings something? This way. I took my jumps. Oh wait, we didn't do the infinite hole. We haven't seen anything. I want to do the bucket last. I want my reassurance bucket last. Not the hole. Infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I was like, why does the ceiling get closer? No, they put the roof on top of it. Yoink! Infinite hole!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
But I like the infinite hole. I like falling for eternity.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
No,
but I
you
do
are.
recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No, let me enjoy
Maybe
falling.
do it on the sooner rather than later
Let me enjoy
spectrum of
free falling.
things.
Why do you like ruining my fun,
Okay,
huh?
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be
You're
certain
saying there's
it
an
is.
end to the hole.
It's an extremely
I gotta
deep
see the
hole.
end of the hole now.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends
better not
on
be
your
lying.
definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ah! It's not infinite!
Hey, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue
There's a bunch
here
of
is
cigarettes
just
down
that
here.
you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually
Meeting at
wants
2
to fall
p.m.
infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Hey!
Look, things got a little heated.
You take that
there. I
back.
think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I said
Why
nothing.
don't we
Fuck
just
you.
put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole
Just the
mostly
two of us.
infinite?
We can make
If
it
that
if
works
we
for
try.
you, then
Just
go
the
ahead
two
and
of
press the
us.
teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if I like the hole? What if I like being down here? There are cigarettes. And song lyrics. I like the hole. I like being at the bottom of the quote-unquote infinite hole. I've been lied to. Ah, fine.
Great. Now, I'm very
Whee!
excited to... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is
Alright, fuck you, you're the
The
problem.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person.
want to
would have
rephrase what you
"Yeah,
said?"
That's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of...
He's mad. That was a lot faster.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
He's closing the hole.
Had enough? I'm
Nope.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by
You
the
don't
lax
say.
overall standards for accountability and marketing.
Is he gonna close the whole
going on
exhibit?
here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Do you
Here,
now?
let's
You're the one
try
in control of
something.
this game.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my life
No,
has
the
come to
infinite
haunt me.
hole.
Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even
My
a
fun's been
hole at
ruined.
this point. It's more of a concavity.
Mostly
or
infinite.
even a very
The
aggressive
sign
divot.
changed. Can't even have infinite holes back in 2025. This sucks. People
How
sad.
is this still appealing to you?
Fuck you.
I know you're obsessed with holes,
Okay.
but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the,
Oh, fuck you.
teleport
Fuck
button
off.
working? You sure? Well, I mean,
I'm being
I
patronized.
really don't
Fuck
have an
off.
explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose...
He's gonna close the exhibit
I
off.
suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
All
and
right,
now
fuck
you'll
you
get
too.
more time with it
Fuck you,
than you
man.
could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No, he's actually leaving. What do I do now? Come back! Get me out of here! Let me out! Oh, it's dropping. What the fuck? Enjoy the hold out, I guess? No. What the hell? What's with the dramatic music? Well, I guess we're descending. The hole is speaking to us. This is my home. It was made for me. F change. Whoa! It's like the hole whispered. Oh no. I like this perspective. The drama. Do I get to walk around? I don't. Change reality? Whoa. What the fuck? Puppies! Oh god. What kind of trip am I on? Change yourselves. What the fuck? Hey guys, feet for free! Whoa!
cat first lemon.
Or buff. Oh, that one's cute. Oh, it changed.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
What?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems
No.
you had sort of dozed off there.
Hey, don't put me
drifting away
back.
into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
I'm not.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Put me back in my trip. Am I actually stuck in here? Oh. The bucket! Okay, we're
Here
fine.
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, thank you for the head pat. Can I... Is it still there? Did you get rid of it? Did you take the hole away? He closed it! He took the infinite hole. I was having fun! What the fuck? Also, hope you're doing well today, Miss. I'm doing great. We're having a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for hanging. Diabolical. I hate him. How dare you? Settings, world champion. Come in. Settings. Allow me in the door. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. It's a rainy day and I love watching first playthroughs of this game. Is a treat. Yay! I'm having a lot of fun. I've seen a little bit about the game, but that was when it like first came out and it was like really popular. That was been a while. The game, what, 2013 was it? He said? That's a long time. Bucket time!
A common complaint of the Stanley
The
parable
bucket!
was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Give me my reassurance
It's the
bucket.
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
He's
Can you
treating me
imagine
like
what
a
pain in the
child.
ass
Stop
would
that.
be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come
Stop
on,
that.
give it a try.
The bucket. This is a bucket. Ugh. Why'd you laugh like that?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must
We have a
already be
bucket.
sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All
Jump
this
scare,
and
right?
more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I can leave. We have a bucket now. Yippee!
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really
Can I have an
should be an
achievement for the
award
most
if it
endurable
isn't
bucket?
already.
That's good. Wait, was I there before? Man, I can't wait to buy the Stanley Parable too. Right? If we get to have a bucket this entire time, you can have my money. You can have my money if I get a bucket this entire time. Ooh. Oh, no, we've been here. That's not new. The sign caught my attention. It's like, ooh, that's new. No, it's not. Man, we explored all the new content. But we get a bucket. So I'm okay with it. Yippee, bucket. Exit, exit. We love the bucket. 2.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes,
Ready to move
I
on
have
now?
my bucket. This is cool. Whoa. This is cool. Love the bucket, praise the bucket, worship the bucket, sacrifice the bucket. Yes, we must sacrifice everything to the bucket. The bucket. Sacrifice to
So,
the
Stanley,
bucket.
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I do.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's
bucket.
do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. What?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay,
There's a collectible.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
More collectibles.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
The bucket.
This isn't a coherent video
before
game at all. It's a lot
the
of
AI
gags.
boom, but I wonder if
And
this
I do
was
very much enjoy
a criticism of the whole
creating gags,
AI
but they
doing
don't
your
add
job
up
for
to
you. Oh,
anything.
maybe. I could see that.
I wanted
That's
more
kind
than
of funny.
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Like the bucket.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A
Stanley
title screen
Parable
that says with bold
2.
and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2.
In
Let me
big
see
bold
if I can
letters.
whip something up. All right, perfect.
Yeah?
Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm looking. Oh. Ooh, this is cool. I love tongue-in-cheek so much. Settings. It's red instead of yellow. Credits. Well, that's cool. Game developed by Crows. Written by Davey Were and narrated by Kevin Brighting. Oh, it's the actual credits. That's neat. Oh, they have a Discord and a Twitter. Oh, and the website. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number
I hate these
427's job
balloons.
was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
CP10 from
and
me.
he
I'll
pushed
keep you in the background
buttons
though. Oh,
on the
thank you.
keyboard.
Have a good rest.
Orders
Sleep
came
well.
to him through a monitor on his desk,
Good
telling
night.
him what buttons
Good night.
to push,
Have a good rest,
how
Juicy.
long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month.
A
of
job where I
every
just press
year.
keys?
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, get good eat, sleep
And
well.
then one day, something very peculiar happened.
My coworkers
Something that would forever
disappeared.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on
It
the
has
monitor
two.
for
Oh my
him
god,
to
it's
follow.
Stanley Parable
No
2.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
You don't
frozen
say.
solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh boy.
All of his co-workers were, oh please, are you
I have
really
that
just
achievement.
doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
The
Stanley
bucket!
picked up the bucket.
Back to door clicking. Aw. The bucket! Yippee! Let me show you my favorite place in this whole place. Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
that's new
and
dialogue.
entered the door on his left.
Bucket, I'm gonna show you my favorite place in this whole establishment.
Still
we
no
can
one was
share
here.
the same.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Welcome to the broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the
No,
bucket.
my bucket.
You can feel that, can't you?
No.
The aura of jealousy. It's
Mine.
as clear as day. This broom closet believes
No.
it deserves the bucket.
My bucket.
I can really feel it
No,
now.
fuck off.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your
It is my
companion
bucket.
and
You're right.
lifelong friend.
It is my
Can't
lifelong
hand it
friend.
over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your
How dare
relationship
the
is
broom
purely
closet. We're
superficial
no
and
longer
convenient?
friends.
That your life is so banal
Fuck
and
you.
meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in
I'm
your... Coming to a
insulted.
staircase,
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked
I didn't let him
upstairs
finish.
to the
Oopsie.
boss's office.
I'm insulted. How dare you? Executive bathroom. Look how cool. Oh,
You
collectible.
found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
But
only
can I
the
have a
intrinsic
reward?
pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment
looks
you
so
come
disturbed.
across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yippee! Look. We're in the executive's bathroom. I shouldn't be in here. But it's the executive's bathroom. Hello. Look at me and my bucket. We're here to see the boss. Thank you.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing
8.
presence of the bucket.
I got an
Even
achievement.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes, the bucket told
Was
me
the
the
bucket
code.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket knows all. Collectible!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini
No.
stands?
Oh, that's
Stanley
cute.
figs.
I like mini
Or
stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Oh, we're calling them
Another
Stanlerines?
Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. I liked mini stand, but alright, we're calling them Stanlerines. Look, Bucket, welcome to my favorite place, the elevator. We love the elevator.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The
Oh,
bucket
shit.
is here for you,
Oh.
Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I pulled on the battery pack and it yoinked my phone. Oopsies, hold on. There we go. Recharging, right? Yeah. Oopsies. What? Okay, that got me that time.
Stanley and the
Look.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
Do I get to
Facility.
keep my bucket? I hope I don't die. Let's turn off the mind control facility this
The lights
time.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, we'll turn it on.
What
We turned it
horrible
off last
secret
time?
did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh no. Not mind control.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea
Whoa,
pigs.
what is that?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I like the bucket. I like the bucket. The bucket is my favorite.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told
No.
to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one.
We believe
except
in the bucket.
For the bucket.
The bucket is a fun way of differentiating the original from the Ultra Deluxe. Yeah. I like the bucket. We like the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy,
but-
or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
But I
For
want to
he
turn it
and the
on.
bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They
No, we're both
high-fived in a really
evil.
cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's
No.
plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for
don't
itself?
victim. Don't make
How
the
could
bucket
the
the
bucket have betrayed
villain.
him like
Hey.
this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust
No.
when suddenly an image
We
appeared
do what the bucket
upon
wants,
the
and
enormous
the bucket does what I want. Huh?
Birds.
What?
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Is this a poke at the joke that birds are government drones? Birds! Duck.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control
Goose?
facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds
Hummingbirds.
all over the world.
Barb.
The
Penguin.
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius
Barb.
in his hands, the one who had pointed him
Barb.
towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams
love
of the
birds.
silliest birds
Look at
imaginable.
'em.
Of all the possible
I'm pretty
paths
sure this
his
is a
life
goose.
could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Yippee! Birds. Oh no! I wanted to look at birds. Hey, my bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What the fuck?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is going the wrong way.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Wait, I'm not tripping, right? The hallway went the wrong way?
Stanley
It
clutched
went
the
left
bucket
instead of
tightly to his chest
right.
and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not
Thank
the
you for the
correct
alert,
way to
Pearl.
the meeting room, but Stanley had
thank you.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
We like the bucket.
And here it
Keep the
was.
bucket.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
Well, no.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. Fuck the meeting room. I want to go in here.
No, said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good, said the bucket.
Why are you
Now
voicing
ride the
bucket?
lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why
I
or
couldn't
how
say
this
I was
bucket was speaking
busy
to
being
him.
a rat.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets
I'm
can't
assuming it
talk.
went the wrong
But
way.
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Stop lying to me. I'm being lied to.
In here, said the bucket.
bucket
Go
laughing
into
is
this
crazy.
dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Why am I here? No.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Whoa!
No.
Hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the
It's a
joke?
joke.
It's
Don't
funny,
speak for
Stanley.
my
A
bucket.
talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look. What is
what?
comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political
What?
enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully,
taught how to
the
be
answer
funny in
to
90
all of these
seconds.
questions is
Okay.
yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name.
Mr.
Next,
M-Y-S-T-I-C.
provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time.
Laugh.
With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
M-Y-S-T-I-C.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded,
Laugh.
it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, I'm Dunny with the funny now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness,
Thank
this
God for
video is
Super.
a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
But I don't want to. Fine. Are you gonna make me walk all the way back just so you can redo your joke? Oh, they put guardrails on the...
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke.
Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
He's really making me walk all the way back. Really? Well, okay. Oh, we're back here.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I don't think this door is supposed to lead to a void.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
I guess
There
you're
was
just not
supposed
funny.
to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic
Sorry,
display of
dude.
remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest
Oh,
joke-telling
no, he's
whelp.
sad.
I think I
No,
need
don't make
to
us
go
watch the
back and
video again.
rewatch that instructional video
No,
again.
I don't want to watch the instructional
Yes,
video.
surely that will help me improve my...
God.
Here we go.
What the
you
fuck?
ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, we go to the door on the left.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Hey!
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed
you should be
at
after
every
saying
one of
it's
our
my
meetings
fault.
from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing
all I
me down,
hear.
Stanley? Are you proud?
What? What?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
What the fuck?
Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how
No, he's
unabashedly in love
resorted
with
to
the
making
bucket
dad
you
jokes.
are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame.
It's a bucket.
Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket?
A bucket.
Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
Good, he admits
I need
it.
more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again.
Sorry,
More
Leroy.
instructional videos. Let's see.
Oh. Okay. This is
The
different.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
There's supposed to be more room before. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I think the bucket's driving him insane.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Did we drive
And
him
here it
insane yet?
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind.
Okay.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting
We're
room.
just doing
Go
the phone
somewhere
thing
else.
again. Oh,
The
can I get
cargo
up?
lift,
Okay.
yes. Go there. Go
Oh,
to
the
the
railings are
cargo
off.
lift. Good, said the bucket.
Oh,
Now
it's a
ride the lift
collectible.
all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
How do I get
It
over
should
there?
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
Wait,
spoken
I
to
want-
him,
I
and
want
he
the collectible.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I want. Oh, okay. We'll get the collectible next time, I guess. Then. Into the void we go.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
What if I don't want to? What are you gonna do about it? What if they stop calling? What if I wait? I'll put it on the phone.
This is the sad story of a man
No,
named
we
Stanley
died again.
and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Don't pity
And
me.
then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak
Hey.
to him.
Okay. Oh, apartment. That is a really nice apartment. Bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press R to take me to work with you. Whoa.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
He
It
thinks I've
doesn't
gone crazy.
literally talk and give you orders.
He thinks I've gone crazy.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
No, it's not in my head. Fuck you. Give me my bucket back. Give me my bucket back. Oh, you're right here. Press X to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
No.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press H to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer
No,
a
I'm
liquid
attached.
from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Ow. Don't listen to them, man. Press C for us to go back home. Thank you for the hug.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking
Bucket
orders
is
from
love,
the bucket.
bucket is life.
You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press M to ignore anyone in your life except for me? Damn.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Oh.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of
Hey,
shiny
this is my
bucket.
reassurance bucket. You stop
Well, I'll
that.
give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press V to go back home. We should
Yes, I
indoctrinate
suppose
the
on
narrator
closer
into also getting
inspection,
a
that
bucket.
it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more.
Oh, we're watching
what am I
TV
trying to
together.
say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
He's coming along. Press G to relive the same day over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally
I
just
thought we were
a
headed.
bucket.
I thought you were starting
Why
to
do I
like
feel
the
some
bucket.
need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Frustrated to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No, 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 no.
Where
no.
is this
What's
going? Oh
on?
no!
Why does it want to
I
be
got
with the
weird.
bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
So I
What's
must
wrong
go,
with
but
me?
thank you
I
for
don't
your scrimmage and
understand.
take care of
Perhaps,
Yeah, I will.
perhaps
Thank
if
you so
I
much
had
for
the
stopping
bucket,
by.
This
Thank
would
you,
be
thank
less
you.
confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell
You
me
have a
what to
good
do
rest of your
in this
day.
troublesome situation.
This got weird.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
My bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. My bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. My bucket!
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Hold on, I want the collectible.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct
Too
way
bad.
to the meeting room.
I want the
But Stanley had felt the bucket
collectible.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I want the collectible.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
I like
and
Mini
now I'm
Stan.
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you
I
think,
like
Stanley?
Figley.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic
Mini
sense of
Stan.
happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yippee! Can I get down here? Oh.
But Stanley
Oh.
feared that any path he walked
Damn
might
it.
lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I just wanted to see if I could get to the bottom floor. Uh-oh. What did I do this time?
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I guess we'll listen to him for a little bit. Mission oh, the figures. Some stairs. Something goes stairs. Somewhere both red and oh. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all lies. I want them so much. I want to go home. Stop kidding yourself. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? 666 law. Warehouse access point. Produce one plank to allow ease of access. Past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? The investigation in this room. They feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines. Employee 421 build a bridge. NDA. Why do we need contracts for them then? Potential liability. We forgot what we know, what we don't know yet. Bonus stuff. Figurines. How can follow clues provided by employee 416. Huh? Oh, I don't name them Figlies. I don't like that name Figlies. Stanley, maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the fuck up. Wouldn't you like to know? Whoa. Wait, bottom text. I agree, bottom text. I think that's it. Well, we gotta collect them all now. Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Feel what?
The broom closet.
Okay, no,
it wants the bucket.
Nope.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of coming to a staircase.
They said
Stanley and the
stairs.
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yappy.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
How do we get to the
You've
red
nearly
room? Red
gotten
and blue door.
all of the Figler and Marines.
How do we
Very
get
soon,
there?
you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second
I think
number,
it's
and
here.
that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us
and
can.
Marines. Figler and Marines. Figler and Marines.
But Stanley
Figure
just
and
couldn't do
Marines.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his
changed the name
boss,
again.
admitting he had left his
I like
post
mini
during work
stands.
hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Crazy.
And then
I was crazy for not
something
doing
occurred to Stanley.
I was crazy.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I am crazy.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms.
Thanks.
Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The
I am
bucket
crazy.
returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me.
Hey,
in
don't diss the
difficult
bucket.
times
If the
such as
bucket doesn't
these.
feel like talking, he doesn't
He
have to
held the
talk.
bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
How dare
And that's
you?
when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
Oh, it's not my bucket? Whose
Someone
bucket is this
else's
then?
bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might
Okay, I guess it's not my
experience
bucket
without
then.
the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the
My
distance
bucket.
now, he
Where's my
heard it
bucket?
calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
Bucket!
The bucket!
I'm coming to find you.
Could it truly be?
What the fuck?
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his
Where's my
special
bucket?
bucket.
Where's
Come
my
to
bucket?
me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly,
I'm going crazy.
froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him
It's
all
in
along.
me?
It was incredibly painful.
Oh god.
Stanley doubled over in agony and
No.
blacked out.
How did it get in me?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
No!
But on this
I died without my
particular
bucket.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been
Hey,
prevented
wait, we're not.
if
No.
only he'd
Don't
taken
become
his
self-aware.
bucket with him.
Well, actually, you've been self-aware
Perhaps
the
he
entire
didn't
time.
even realize he'd
become
forgotten
less
his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought.
Don't become
And
more
she hugged her
self-aware.
own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What the fuck? Backflip? You know what? You do you, girl. You do you. How do I get to the red and blue
How
door?
long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
What?
Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now
What if
on.
I don't pick up the bucket? We're not attached, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was
No,
not the correct way
I wanna
to the
get to the
meeting
red and
room,
blue door,
and
but I don't
Stanley
remember how to
knew
get
it
to the red
perfectly
and blue
well.
door.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But
How
eager
did
to
I
get
get
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the
Oh,
maintenance
this, we didn't do
section,
this.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, elevator.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Where am I?
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
He's
was I
fucking with me.
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You don't know the story. He's off script.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What the fuck? We threw him off script. What the hell?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Closing my eyes?
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the
I'm
top.
peeking. Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
No,
meeting
my
room.
bucket!
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I should have taken my bucket with me.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted
Oh, you
the
fucked
game
up.
over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
There's more doors.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's
We're
an
off
adventure.
script.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Adventure. What the fuck? Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Oh my god. Thanks. I love that. I love hallways. I love being lost.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I
Hey,
can promise
I
you
was enjoying
there definitely
myself. How dare
was
you?
a story here before.
What the fuck?
Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
I'm
But it's
enjoying
got to be
myself.
better than
You
this.
better fucking
Okay,
not.
let's give it a shot.
No.
Why not?
No, no, no. I hope this become. I hope you create
All of
tears
his
in the world.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps
hope you
he
break
had
the
simply missed a memo.
timeline. No, there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Maybe.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
But what if I don't want to? Man. Fine. Fine, fine. Can I have my bucket back at least? Can you give me my bucket back?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait.
Oh.
Never mind. Not
I
the
thought
story.
I was just making left
Okay,
turns.
let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is... Whoa.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Looks like the
Do you
office is
remember,
being
Stanley?
built. No, I
Do you
don't
know
remember.
what?
You tell
Since
me.
I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I
You
win!
put in a
What
lot
did I
of
win?
hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no, no, I don't feel right about this
Yippee,
at all.
I win.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Uh-oh. Time, space, ripping. Oh, boy.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. I guess we'll follow the line. We'll follow the line. Where the fuck? This isn't right. Oh, we're in the back rooms. Meow.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to
Okay.
destiny.
I'll listen to
Here's
you.
a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature
Question
of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
He's having
That
a
got a bit
crisis.
weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Whoa. Follow the light. The light is moving. It's very loud. Wait, 432 peer reviews. Whoa. Oh, you are very loud, my dude. My ears. Financial records. We're back here. Wait, what? What the fuck? Huh? Wait a minute, what?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important
It's a good
later in
fern.
the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I'm good.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've
What's
been
that?
through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, I was trying to read. God damn it. You know
You
what?
know
I'm-
what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
I
Why
just
don't we
wanted to
simply
get
start
back to the
wandering
red
in,
and blue
well, I
door.
don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Right
Go
turns.
wild. Use your imagination.
Many
Whatever
right
it might be,
turns.
Stanley,
What the fuck?
I'm ready for it.
Oh, there was... Okay. I guess we take a left turn now. What the hell?
Oh, no, not
The
you
line
again.
is back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Can you bring the music back? I like the music.
Ah,
Ooh,
a choice.
circle room.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Hell yeah! I was doing that already.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door.
They gave me a circle
that
room,
leads
I walk in
here.
circles.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the
Hello, hi, Dar.
counter-inverted reverse
Mystic, hope you're having
door's
an awesome
origin.
stream today. I
So
am. We're having a
starting
lot of
from the
fun.
right, let us
Hello,
ask,
welcome in.
will
Hope you're having a
taking
good day,
the right
too.
door lead us to where we're going?
Game gave me a
And
circle
since
room,
the
then told me to
answer is
walk in a
clearly
circle.
yes,
I
then
already
by
was
all
already doing
accounts,
it before
the
they
door
said
on
walk
the
in a
right is the
circle.
correct one. Another victory for logic.
I forgot
Come,
to listen to
Stanley.
him.
Our destiny awaits.
Okay. Whoa. The
Hold
confusing
up,
ending.
what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
Been
that's
playing
what this
for
is?
17 minutes.
It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Wait,
It's
what?
all determined?
I'm trying to
So
find
now,
the line
according
again.
to the
find the
schedule, I
confusing ending
restart
schedule.
again.
Narrator
Then what?
restarts the game.
Am I just
Forget
supposed to
what previous
forget?
restart.
Well, what if I
Still
don't
intends
want
to
to
play the
forget?
story, but is prevented, unable to go
My
anywhere or do
mind
anything.
goes
The game
blank
restarts on
simply
its
because it's
own. Find the
written
line
here on
again.
this-
Begin following
this
the line. The
thing,
identical replica of
wall.
the office has begun to deteriorate.
Well,
Attempt
who
to make a story
consulted
here.
me?
Narrator restarts the
Why
game.
don't I get to
Still not
decide?
an office simply
Why
by
don't I
blank
get a say in
black
all
space.
of
Wander
this?
in the
Is it
blackness,
really?
find a bookstore, get bored and leave.
No,
Narrator
it
restarts the
can't
game.
be.
The narrator's gone after
I
a
don't
long
want
time.
it to
Stanley
be.
dies.
I don't want
Wow.
the game to keep restarting. I don't
Just
want
got
to
done with
forget
work,
what's
dropping
going on.
to add
I
lurk.
don't want to
Hope
be
you have
trapped
a
like
ton
this.
of
I
fun.
won't
Thank you.
restart the
Thank you
game.
for
I won't
lurking.
do it. I won't
And
do
hopefully
it.
work
I
wasn't
won't
too bad.
do it.
Hope work was pretty easy.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean...
Thank you for the lurk.
Did we do it?
Enjoy your time off
Did we
work.
break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
We're stuck here forever.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
What? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Huh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided
My
to go to the
bucket!
meeting room.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yippee, my bucket is back.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I
This
wanna go
was
back
not
to the
the
red and
correct
blue
way
door.
to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Yippee.
Had the
How do I
bucket
get to
turned
the
out to be
red and blue?
correct,
We'll figure it out.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope, this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
don't go to the meeting room.
No.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Oop, I
go
walked off on
there.
accident.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
I didn't mean to
So
walk
he
off.
threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I did that on accident. Oops.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
forgot
Stanley
to take my
decided to
hand
go
off
to
the
the
walkie.
meeting room.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
This is different. What the fuck? Wait, what the hell?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct
Too
way to
bad.
the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
I want to go back to the red
meeting
and blue
room.
door. I want the last collectible.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift,
Oh, the line
good.
is gone.
said
I was
the
too busy
bucket.
looking at the
Now ride the
storyline.
lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It
the
should
door
have
is open.
alarmed him,
Was
of
that door
course, because
always open?
buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
There's just a random pole. What's the random pole doing?
No, stop.
No.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
No, let me
Stanley,
bring my
how
bucket.
could you think it was okay to bring
No,
the bucket
let me
here?
in.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
That's a
I
pail.
suppose
This is
that
a
would
bucket.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the
What is
game
that
if
supposed to
not
mean?
addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
No, my bucket. Let me in. Oh, we're gonna have
Now
a meeting
then,
on what's a bucket
I'm going
and
to
what's
run
not a
you
bucket.
through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a
Oh,
bucket.
I'm giving the fuck.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us
Guys, I didn't
everything we'll
study.
ever need to know
I'm gonna
about
fail.
what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No. What?
Correct. It is a hologram
What?
of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What the fuck?
Item 3. Is this a
Can I
bucket?
walk over there? I can't. Damn it.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Am I just gonna be correct on everything I answer?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating?
No,
This is a
it's a bucket.
tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills
No,
the
a
earth.
bucket.
I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It's a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
No, that's not how that works.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know
yes.
full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket,
Everything
which of
is
course
a
is
bucket.
not true. Unless, is that what you think?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all
You're
sense
a bucket.
of perspective.
I'm a
What
bucket.
is
This
a
whole
bucket? What
room's
isn't
a
a bucket?
bucket.
Mere moments ago, I
I'm
could answer these
talking into
questions
a
with
bucket.
confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I
Yes, you
a
are
bucket?
a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself.
No,
and
let me
myself
say
was
yes
all I
to
ever had
your
to
bucket
begin
question.
with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to
Hey.
tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all
No!
buckets from the game
This is not a
entirely.
bucket.
Okay, here we go.
Erase the entire game, because I think this entire game's a bucket. There is no game anymore.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Damn it, he's not
And
here.
you,
He's still
Stanley,
here.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
But I am a
Oh, this
bucket.
is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
But
Yes,
I want to be a
I actually
bucket.
feel much more at ease right now.
You should be a
It's
bucket too.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
should live the
but
bucket
it doesn't
life.
change the fact that we
It's a very
haven't
good
got a
life from what
game.
I've heard.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Hey guys,
All right,
everything's
here
a
we go.
bucket. Chat, you're a bucket. I'm a bucket. Everything's a bucket. You're sitting on a bucket. You're living in a bucket. Everything's a bucket. You're welcome.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally.
yippee.
This is great. He's a good bucket.
Yoink.
A strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched
I
the
just
bucket
wanna-
tightly
oh wait,
to
I
his
can't
chest
bring the bucket.
and entered the door on his left.
Man. What if I go that direction? Well, I almost have all of them. How am I supposed to get? I want the last collectible.
Oh, Stanley.
Here.
Can you
Can I have
feel
the
it?
bucket?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I guess we'll go to the boss's office. How do we get to the red and blue room? I want the last collectible.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I've been here
Was it the
before.
bucket knew all along? Was the bucket
I've been
guiding
here
him?
before. Let me in.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
How do I get to the red and blue room? I don't remember. Was it new content? How do I trigger the event?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind
escape with the
Control
bucket.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I'm being lied to. You're lying to me.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn
the pole's
around
back.
and get back on track.
The pole's here.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the red room. Hello there. Oh, it's this ending. Ah, I don't remember how to get to that one though. Uh-oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Bucket, save me!
It puts the mind and the soul at
Bucket,
ease to
save
embrace
me.
the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Hey, I like
Farewell,
carrying the bucket
Stanley.
everywhere.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
Don't
Stanley and the
insult
bucket
me.
were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh. We live.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all
Oh.
buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. The exhibit. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. Oh, a carnivorous void. But through use of exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learned here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about information in the exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue living as you were in ignorance and darkness? The bucket exhibit. That's a lot of
Can you
buckets.
see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his
Hey.
own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
It's ascending to the heavens. The bucket with two handles. Oh my god. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. For every year, a dozen are put to death just for attempting it. Jesus. The old bucket. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with another one for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, simple facts remain. No one can control the bucket. Now buckets. The stress bucket, an analogy. Oh, that's cool. Presented without commentary. Ah yes, because the commentary would stress me out. Whoa. What? Oh, there's like music coming from it. Cave drawing of the bucket. Of the
No man can
bucket.
own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to
is a
behold as
bucket.
this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clearly our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Mine. I thought it was gonna fall into the hole.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Death. Death. What's gonna happen now?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great,
Wow, I
he
want to
thought
see
to
what the
himself.
other
This is what I've
section
wanted
goes
all
to.
along.
Mr. Gummy,
I
hi,
got
Nine.
what I wanted.
What's up? How you doing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this
I hope
was
you're
not
having
the
a good
correct
day.
way to
Welcome
the
in.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
I'm trying to find all the collectible Stanley figurines.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. Let's go. Fuck yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
New.
Look, Stanley, I think
happened to the
perhaps we've
adventure
gotten
line?
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, then
There's
let me go
someone you've been
wherever I
neglecting,
want.
Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Yeah,
you
what
that
happens if you
convinced
jump?
that I
If
want
I
something
miss, I
bad
die.
to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Aha!
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
Collectible!
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
Did you
This
call it
is
Stiggly
a
Wiggly?
real accomplishment.
No,
this
call
is
it Mini
doing
Stan.
something just for the sake of doing it.
Does an arrogant
Where so
guy
many
get sad if
people
you die?
expect to be rewarded for the
I
most
think he calls us
trivial
stupid
achievements,
for
you've
dying.
insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
No,
I
give me
would
an actual
tell you
reward
that
for
I'm proud of
collecting
you for
everything.
collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
No, give me an actual reward.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
door.
walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
colorblind.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
Yes, I
you've
like the
chosen?
blue
Well,
door.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building
The
this section of the
void.
map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
love the
Is this what you had
void.
wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Nope, I just
Tell
like
you what,
derailing your
Let
story.
me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps
third
ahead of
option.
where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Would you like a 2?
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. What the heck? Wait, this is cool. Where am I on the list? We're last. Thanks. How long does it take to get to the correct doors complete against... Nope, wrong door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
I got
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
What the fuck?
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
But what do
It's
I
a
wanna
very
fail?
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
You
Be
want me
sure to
play
keep
this
notes on your
game
experience.
of keeping the baby away from the fire for 4 hours. Oh! See you in 4 hours? Okay. I'll be here, clicking a button for 4 hours. Oh, my hand's getting tired. I'm getting real tired of clicking a button. Oh, whatever will I do? Oh no!
You heartless bastard. Did you
so
do it because you
sorry.
hate
I
babies
fell
or
asleep.
purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Was it?
Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh. What the fuck?
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Why are we in Firewatch?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a
You know,
fascinating
ironically, I
venture
was
into
gonna
the
play this game
experience of
after
total
the Stanley
mental
Parable.
depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
We're in Firewatch. Or, I think this is Firewatch. Ah, it's one of the games where you talk to that lady over there. Is it Firewatch? Or I don't remember the name of it. Are these made by the same company? Is this game made by the same company?
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? It is? It is?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
What? Hey!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice,
Let me
big,
out.
insurmountable walls.
Is it Firewatch? Is that what the
I
game's
think
called?
this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around
game
in.
company
There
is
isn't
this?
any possibility that you could get lost here.
Why
now,
are we in Rocket
this
League?
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
hello. Thank you
Okay,
for the
I'm seeing that there's
Jester
a ball
Welcome to
sometime
Pride
back here.
234
Is
has
this
entered the
game
Pride Ring.
sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh,
No,
what
it's
fun.
Rocket League.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together?
Ah.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I get a ball. What company is this? We get to play Rocket League. Yippee!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I
Is
didn't
it
get
better
the
than my
explosion.
miserable little story? Hold on. What are you doing?
Yippee! You fucked.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Whoa.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where do I go from here? Oh. Whoa! What the fuck is this? Whoa! Open floor plan. I like this. Oh my god, it's options. Oh, light. Trying to see what's on that computer. I'm heading home from work listening to Mr. Radio A. Let's go. Drive safe, Zed. Drive safely. Whoa. What is this? Hey, there are cameras. Am I supposed to be here? How do I get out? Oh. Hello?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
No, I don't.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Hello? Oh. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. What am I supposed to do now? What the fuck?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figlets.
He's
I
trapped
haven't
me in a
stopped
small
thinking
room.
about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Can I have the
Yes, I
reward
know
for
we're
collecting
supposed to
them
be
all,
telling a
please?
story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Let me out. Let me out. Fine. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Wow, he updated the memory zone. Wow.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6. Oh my god. 7 out of 6.
And here was a
8 out of
second
6.
Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
That was rude.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
The boss's office? Right?
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one.
9
you
out of
picked it up,
6.
and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Is it?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
We're hallucinating.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something
11 out of
special.
6.
It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What now? Oh, how you found it. By the narrator. What's down there? Oh my god. It's mini stand number 5. Oh, this reminds me of early YouTube. Holy fuck. You found it under the stairs. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Credits directed by the narrator, edited by the narrator, music narrator, produced the narrator, best boy the narrator, starring Stanley. The narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
I honestly
spent a
thought
lot
it
of
was
time
gonna,
making
at the
that
end of the
video,
video,
but it was
be like
8
and
minutes I
subscribe.
wouldn't have spent on anything else.
That's hilarious. Where to now? The next Stanley.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here
Oh
by
my
the
god, I have
red and
12
blue
out of 6
doors.
collectibles.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I
Would you
know
like the
is
red
that this
pill or
is
the
the
blue
moment
pill?
where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself,
Don't call them
yes,
Figlies.
that's all
They're
of
like
them.
mini
They're
stands.
all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Blue door. Oh, they lead to the same place anyways. Damn. You are in the present.
And
oh my
then
god.
there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future.
Ooh.
Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh, hey. I wanted to mess with that.
No, I'm not done. I'm not
Go
ready
back.
to move on.
Yeah, go
Stop
back.
the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Yippee! More figurines. I'm gonna have 18.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
'Cause it's
Let's
the
keep
most
going. I want
recent one
more.
we did.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Let's watch that video. Oh,
Yes, I love that video.
Then we find the one under the stairs. And then the one in the pink
Still
room.
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
It's very pink. It's a very, very pink room. Then
These
the one
really
from
were
our
a treat to hunt
boss's
down.
office.
You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Can I go in the other one? I can. Damn it, it's blocked off. Aw, I thought I could have... What was it, 18, 19? We could have had 19 figurines, but no. They locked me off.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I
Figurine.
remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing.
It is
Why
very
does anyone ever
wonderful.
choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
I don't know. Aha! The jump circle. Can I collect it again? Oh, it won't let me walk any closer. Damn it. The jump circle. Do I get more jumps? Do I get more jumps for the jump circle?
Look, it's the
No,
terrible
I'm out
new
of-
content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Can I have my jumps back?
Look how much fun the past is.
More jumps,
I want
please.
more. More memories.
Aw. Fine, we'll just keep going backwards.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Are we still in our memory lane? Hello, Stanley.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Beep boop.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
What?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I
Aw.
invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
Aw.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
Uh-oh, he's gonna
I'll be
erase
stronger
Stanley.
this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
No, wait.
Oh, but he truly was so much
Don't get
fun
rid of
to
me.
play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
One last
This
run.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he...
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
On his left. Okay. Since we're going down memory lane, I might as well just listen to him.
Still no one
Reboot the
was
game
here.
entirely, huh?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Ah, the broom
Oh,
closet.
Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet.
Oh,
It wants the
that
bucket.
dialogue? I thought
You
you
can
were
feel
gonna
that, can't you? The aura. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What? Why can't I go in here? Whoa! What is this? Let's go up. I didn't know I could go in here. He said Stanley. I like that the narrator is singing along in the background. Oh, I could get out this entire time? What? No. Go down. Is this an elevator for elevator music? Do 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 Did I go anywhere? Oh, it doesn't take you anywhere. It's just there for music. Darn it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What else would
Crushed
people
by the
silly?
weight of this
I
revelation,
don't know.
Stanley guessed the
A
correct
different
code by sheer
direction.
luck.
A
Was
different
it
place
the bucket knew all
of
along?
this office.
Was the bucket guiding him?
That was fun though.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
This is certainly the most logical
Do I ate a
explanation.
whole bunch? I did. I got an achievement for 8. For 8. We're reminiscing, right? Bow, 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 bow.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Now that song's stuck
Stanley
in
and
my
the
head.
bucket both wondered to themselves.
This is why I don't listen to elevator music. It gets stuck in my head. Do, 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 do. Ow.
The
Hey,
monitors
it's
jumped
I think
to
you're on
life,
7 months.
and
Holy
Stanley
shit.
nearly dropped the bucket
Wah,
in
Thank
wah.
you
shock.
for the reset.
Everyone in the
Ah, wah,
office was
wah.
being
Ah, wah, 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 wah,
videotaped,
wah.
monitored
Ah,
like
wah, wah,
guinea
wah, wah,
pigs.
wah, wah. Ah,
The
wah, wah,
bucket
wah, wah,
had
wah,
never
wah.
seen anything like this,
Ah, wah,
and it
wah,
very
wah, wah.
nearly burst into tears as
Thank
Stanley
you for the
cradled
headband.
it gently,
Ah,
reassuring
wah,
it
wah.
that
Ah, wah, wah,
everything
wah,
would be
wah.
fine.
Ah, wah, 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 wah. Ah, wah, wah.
Was
Ah,
the
wah, wah,
bucket
wah,
under
wah,
the
wah.
mind control facility's influence as well?
Ah, wah.
Had the bucket
Ah,
been
wah,
told
wah.
to do things it
Ah,
didn't
wah,
wish
wah,
to do?
wah, wah.
What kinds of
Ah, wah,
things
wah,
does a
wah,
bucket
wah.
want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Ah, wah, wah.
These questions raced furiously in
Ah, wah,
Stanley's
wah,
mind.
wah, 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 wah.
No!
wah, wah,
He
wah.
screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I was given another Switch for work so I can unlock more characters on Smash for their team game night. Hey, let's go.
But here was the proof.
Yeah, dude.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Collectibles.
Happy,
I
or
don't like
sad, or content. Walking, eating, working,
Yippee.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
That you did something. You triggered something in my head.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind-control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening?
No.
Why had the door stopped?
Let me out.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
I want to be free.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Toss the bucket.
Until
Let
finally
the
the truth
free.
hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, shit, we're restarting. Well, I'm gonna end it there. I gotta go pick up the child. Is anyone live at the moment? Let's see. I think... Oh, they sent you off to Zorro. They're playing Gunfire Reborn. But thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed this game. Like playing for myself for the first time, and after seeing it, it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That was good. Have a good night, friend. Thank you so much. But I hope everyone has a good day, good evening, good morning. Oh, hold on. Here is your raid message. I keep forgetting I have it, but I remember sometimes. But thank you so much. I'll see everyone tomorrow for votive. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.